Hey YouTube, this is Fence Kid coming at you. What you're looking at is a Walking Liberty coin ring, and I want you to really focus on this top ledge right up here, how straight across that is. We want to go from just a flat band like it is to give it more of an arch right here. We want to kind of arch this band over so it's not straight and flat across like that. What are you going to need? Bam! You're going to need a doming block. This is solid steel. These bowls are very smooth, various sizes. You can get these on Amazon with or without the dowels. And if I were to take this ring and put it in there just like that and set that bad boy in there, and then if I were to put some pressure on that and push that in, you can bend the edge of your ring inward. Do that to both sides and it'll kind of give you this rounded band look. Now another thing I use is a 1-inch socket, or a 13/16 inch socket in this case, because sometimes, like on this hole here, you'll have to, the coin will sit in the bottom of that, and it'll sit below this surface out here. So I use a socket to make contact and be able to get below the surface of this to be able to push on that coin into that mold. Look at this idea right here. This is a bench vise. Maybe you've got one of these sitting around your house. If you do, you're loving it. Now another issue you need to look at your bench vise is that these two sides here are flat and they come together almost perfectly, if not perfectly. Watch this vise right here. Oh! You see how the top is barely off on this particular vise? See how that makes contact first right there? Oh, right there? Not a big deal. I mean, I can work around that. But if it's substantially tweaked either side of this on your vise, don't even try it, because you push that thing into that mold crooked, you're going to jack your ring up big time. Okay, now I know what you're already thinking. You're thinking maybe I can hit this with a hammer and get this done, but let me tell you something. I've already tried this, and what a pain in the butt. I mean, you know, you can center it up the best you can and give it a wham and try, but I'm here to tell you, it's a bitch to get it straight. Because if this is at all crooked, see how that just slides around in there? And I know what you're thinking, what if I put a steel plate on top of it? I'm not saying that with a hammer you can't get this done, but let me show you a lot easier way, okay? Here's a standard 50-cent piece, $half. You see this side over here, that flared up edge? That flared edge is going to get curved in. Basically what you do is you take your doming block. Remember, you're shrinking the edges of the ring. That means you're shrinking the size of the ring. So if you need a size 11, you need to form it up to, like, say, a 11.5 or a 12, because you're going to shrink the edges down to an 11. You throw your ring in the cup, put your socket over the edge of that, fit it into your vise, give it a little bit, just enough to hold it, okay? And then center it up, make any adjustments. And I think that looks real good right about there. That's centered. That's got a nice good bite on it. Let me have a look. Now let me pull you in here so you can really look at this. Whoops. All right. Now let's give this some juice and just start pressing. And keep your eye on that. Don't get all carried away and whatnot. Press. See it going in? Boom. Let's have a look. Let's pop it out. And you can see big time right there how all of a sudden the narrow end of our ring, it's not so narrow. It's actually fatter than the other side. Now let's throw in this side and curve that in as well. Simply take your socket, put it over your ring, center it up, get you into your vise. Give it a little pressure just to center it up. Make sure anything's looking good. That looks good to me, boys. And slowly honk on it. Let's give it a little bit more. Alright, let's back it out and have a look. And have a look at this. As you can see, let's pull it out and have a closer look. See how we took that fat end on it and gave it a little curl inwards? Now you don't have that flared out look going on. Can you see that? A lot better than it was anyway. And so we're going to do the same thing to that Walking Liberty silver ring, and let's see how it turns out. Well, alright. You can see how that curved in those edges quite nicely. It's got that little round domed face to it, and it's looking a lot more like the classic ring shape with the edges of that ring curved in on both sides. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. And by the way, if you over squeeze, you can always throw it back on your mandrel and just stretch it out a little bit. Stretch out the edge to be exactly where you want to be. So anyway, you can see Baggins, she's oozy, she's ready to throw the frisbee. I'm going to let you go. This is Fence Kid coming at you. They're showing you that if you've got a bench vise and a doming block, you can pull this really cool shape out of your coin rings.